How's it going, you guys? So in this video I want to discuss an extremely important principle that is extremely important to really embody and contemplate and meditate on. If you are interested in creating your own reality, if you're interested in living life effectively and being happy and actually being successful and making the most out of life every single day. And it's a great concept that will completely change your life. So basically, it's a universal truth. It's a fact of life, okay? And it's not a theory. So basically, the past does not exist. Your memories of the past exist, but the past does not exist. It's already gone, you know? The future does not exist yet, okay? Your goals and aspirations in the present moment exist as goals and aspirations, and your memories of the past exist as thoughts and visions of the past, but the actual thing you're envisioning does not exist. The only thing that exists is a present moment. It's not who you are, it's who you are being. Okay? There's no such thing as who you are. There's who you think you are, the self-image, and then there's who you are being. And who you actually are is an ever-evolving, constantly changing, constantly moving object. It's not a static image. You know, everyone, they're like, I am an introvert, I am an extrovert, I am a liberal, I am this, I am that. Okay? None of those are true. Those are just ideas you have of yourself. And they can always change. Based on who you are being. Who you are being is who you will be in the future. Who you are being is influenced by who you have been in the past. The thing here is, it's the present moment that it's who you are being right now that is creating who you're going to be in the future. And so the reason why this is so amazing is because everything you want to create in the future is completely dependent on what you are doing right now, who you are being right now. So, since the past does not exist, it's only influencing who you are right now. That means if you grew up in a poor home or if you have a past of failures, that doesn't mean, that past doesn't even exist. It only exists as an influence on what you're doing right now. And so your past doesn't dictate the successes of the future unless you did something really, really bad that put solid limitations, like you went to jail or something. But even that can be overcame if you harness the present moment. And if you really take the time to embody and contemplate this, you'll find that this is true. And it actually is very profound. And it's profound because this is where empowerment is. This is where all the power is. And so let's make an example here. So let's say you had a really good friend and you were like best friends with this person. And remember, you can plug this into anything really, no matter what area of your life it is. But let's say you had a friend, really good friend, and you guys had time of your life, best of friends. But then maybe you got angry at your friend and you told them you never want to talk to them again or something, and you freaked out and you all had a fight. Then a year goes by and you guys start talking again, but your friend is still mad at you and they don't trust you, and it seems like you'll never be good friends with this person again. It seems like you'll never be able to rekindle the friendship you had in the past. And in your eyes, looking back, your memories of the past, you think you had the best friendship ever. And it was just the best friendship ever, and there's no way you'll ever be able to be as good of friends as you were at that time. And your friend might be thinking that you guys were great friends, but you are a bad person or something, right? Well, if you want to become good friends again with this person, you could probably become better friends than you ever were in the past. You could probably be even better friends than you were in the past. The thing is, right now, is what's right now, but it's moving. It's like a train and it's moving to a destination. And how you act with your friend right now is dictating where that train's going to go and where that friendship's going to go and how good or bad it's going to be. The thing is, you have to understand you cannot control other people. But if you have the vision in your mind and you act as if that vision's going to play out. Act as if you all are going to be best of friends again. Act as if your friend likes you. You're going to actually create all the actions and behaviors that are in alignment with the friendship that you want. And so this is in a nutshell, this is exactly what the law of attraction it really is if we're discussing it on a practical level. What The Secret talks about. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. And everybody in regular life, they might think that there's no difference, that, you know, it's just going to end up where it is. But the thing is, it's because everyone lives on autopilot. This is what living your life consciously is all about. And so be trying to become congruent, become in alignment with that vision of what you want, becoming that good friend already. And in your mind, that friendship is already where you want it. It's inevitable that at the very least, I mean, you guys are going to be good friends. There's nothing you can do about it. And if that doesn't create good friendship, then the chances are your friend might be, there might be something more to it. Um, but so you're going to be, if you believe that you guys are going to be good friends, you're going to be happier with them. You're going to be making that person happier. You're going to be nicer. You're going to be acting in a way that makes you easier to get along with, that creates better times, right? You're going to be more likely to ask them to go to eat with you. You're going to be more likely to greet them with motivation and greet them with friendliness rather than like discouragement and doubt. You're going to be more likely to do all the things that good friends do. And even if your friend is still sending off negative vibes, the key here is holding that vision in your head and having faith that it's going to play out. Like trusting more in who you're being rather than how things have been. The only way to create the future you want is by aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with that vision. And so let's look at, the other way that most people live their life. So most people, they will get into this type of friendship, right? And again, this could be a job, this could be literally anything, but let's look at it in this way because it's the most relatable. Most people, they had that friendship that was so great, and then after the year goes by and they had the fight and everything, and they become friends again, they naturally feel like they'll never be able to become good friends again. And they feel like they had a fight and that there's no way they can ever rekindle it. So they're just going to be civil. They might talk every now and then. They might hang out. And maybe they'll become good friends again. Maybe. But chances are they're going to have more fights. They're going to talk more about the past. And they're going to sabotage the relationship over and over again. And so they're going to act as if it's fuzzy. And therefore, they're going to get fuzzy results. It's going to be a wishy-washy thing. So they'll hang out. It'll be kind of like indifferent. It'll be distant. And if they have doubts, let's say you have doubts about it and you're like, oh no, I already hurt the person. You're probably only going to hit them up every now and then. You're going to try not to bother them too much. When you actually hang out with them, you might bring up the past. You might be like, yeah, that fight. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And some people, it might trigger bad emotions in them again. You might recreate the same memories of negativity over and over again that stop you from moving forward. And at the very least, you're going to have doubts and limiting beliefs that prevent you from enjoying the present moment. Like, you're not going to be as happy. You're not going to be as enthusiastic about the future. You're not going to be giving off as positive vibes as you would if you believed you guys would be good friends again. And so it's understanding that, what what you want in the future can be created by, believing it's going to happen and aligning your feelings and your thoughts with that vision. And it's going to create all the actions, all the vibes, all the behaviors that are conducive to that future. So, let's look at another thing. Like Conor McGregor always talks about how he believed he was going to be a champion, believed he was going to, you know, be one of the greatest of all time or whatever it was. Conor McGregor in MMA, and so he, that makes him more confident to train, more motivated to train because he believes that he's going to go far. And so he's more likely to put in more work. He's more likely to be more relaxed in his fights, and he rehearses and predicts exactly how his fight is going to go before it even happens. Everything from his opponent's breathing patterns to the round is going to get ended, that he's going to finish his opponent, and the way he's going to finish his opponent, in the area in the octagon he's going to finish his opponent. And every single time, they called him Mystic Mac because of his predictions. They're so realistic. And every single time it worked. Until, of course, he started to, feel negativity and have all these mental issues, right? And he stopped with the visualization, and then all of a sudden, when you don't visualize your life, okay, when you don't actively align yourself in the present moment with your vision, when you're not aiming your compass, when you're not aiming your GPS, your present moment GPS, towards happiness and success or whatever the vision is, and you're not on that path right now. You're not currently being that thing that you want. When you're just like winging it and you're going on autopilot, literally that's like setting your GPS. It's like that's like having a GPS and just like that's like going on the road and having no destination. Like, you don't know where you're going, and you're likely to end up out in the countryside. You'll end up wherever. Versus, I know where I'm going to go, and then you set your GPS towards Muscle Beach, California, and every single moment of your life you realign yourself, you recenter your GPS, you realign yourself with where it is you're going, and you constantly make an effort to be that thing, to be, like if you want to be a personal trainer, you get the certification, you learn all you can about fitness, and then when you have that interview, you act as if you're already a personal trainer, act as if you're going to make it. Be confident in the fact that, be confident, be happy. The more confident you are now, the more confident you'll be in the future. The happier you are now, the happier you're going to be in the future. If you're being sad and depressed right now, you're most likely going to be sad and depressed in the future. If you start to think about, why it is that you're sad and depressed right now, well, then you're going to be more understanding of your feelings in the future. So it's all about moving in that direction. You don't have to necessarily be happy right now to be happy in the future, but you need to be working in that direction. You need to be actively changing the momentum. It's all about momentum, because your past can only influence the momentum towards where you're going to go. But right now, you're living the momentum. And so shifting the momentum in a direction that is conducive to what you want. You don't have to know exactly what you want, as long as you have a general idea. And you don't have to currently be acting completely as if you are that thing, but moving your momentum in the direction of what you want. Okay, little by little even, but the more you do, the merrier. So hopefully that makes sense. Leave your question in the comments down below, and I'll talk to you all next time.